Hey girls! So Christian and I just got back from our ultrasound appointment. That's not really true. So I fell asleep in my car on my drive home from the ultrasound appointment, and I came home and took the hardest nap. So technically I didn't just come back, but this is the first video and the first thing I'm doing since I woke up. So in my mind, we just got back, but it's been a couple hours. It's a brand new week, it's a brand new day, it's a brand new year, and I just wanted to catch you guys up on just how I'm doing pregnancy-wise. When I first got engaged, every conversation with any girl, any woman was like, are you excited to get married? What are your wedding plans? Like all things marriage. And now everything is about baby. So anytime I like walk across a woman who knows I'm pregnant, they're like, oh my gosh, tell me how you're feeling. And like the conversations is just about that, which I love. But for my online friends who don't get to see me and don't know what's really going on, I just want to kind of let you guys in and kind of open up the floorboard to, is that how you say that, the floorboard? Whatever, I'm saying it. I want to open up the floorboard to talk about just all things baby, give all the updates. You guys, when I found out, I'll show a little bit of the video. There's also, I posted on my Instagram the video of us reacting and finding out that we were having a baby, but there's so much to the video. The video was like 15 minutes long. There's so much to the video that I did not share. One, because of time's sake, but two, because it was so vulnerable. But I'm like, you know what? Let's just show it since I'm making a long form YouTube video. Like, let's just show more of that whole reaction.
1.5 minutes. I'm stressing.
Me too.
I'm excited. But look at this. Wait, hold a little baby right here. Look at that.
Little baby. Oh.
That's crazy. I don't know if it's real or not though, is it?
Oh my god, I was confident I wasn't pregnant. Am I pregnant right now? I don't even know how to respond to that.
Neither do I. I'm just like laughing because I'm like, well, we did it.
I don't even think I was expecting this reaction. I don't know, babe. I feel like I'm messing up.
Oh goodness, babe. You're
This
okay.
week was super stressful at work.
You don't have to process anything. It's okay. We should, first of all, like, celebrate.
Oof.
Well, kiddo.
yeah, your mom's already freaking out.
Also, we bought a lottery ticket, so you might be born a millionaire as well, so who knows?
Wait, did we buy a lottery ticket by today?
Yeah. Pregnant and the lottery? Come on. Now that would be crazy.
That'd be a crazy win. We were trying, and it was actually our first try. I set my mind on the reality that like it takes a lot of women a lot of time to get pregnant. I feel very thankful, but I was convinced I wasn't pregnant. And the only reason we took a test was because we were gonna go on a vacation with my parents 2 days later. So I was supposed to start my period on a Friday or on a Thursday, and we were gonna go to Cancun with my parents on a Saturday. Neither of us, my husband and I, were not even thinking that we were pregnant. We were like, let's just take the test so that we could travel, it'll be fine, all the things. So that reaction was real. I was just surprised that I felt it so deeply. Like it hit me, oh my gosh, I'm carrying life. There's life inside my body right now. Oh my gosh. And then immediately every anxious thought came through. But I know one day when we're like already experienced with kids and all the things that like we'll look back at that video and just laugh at how sweet it was finding out for the first time that we were having a baby. In 4 weeks, we will find out what we're having, which just makes me so happy. We haven't done any planning. I'm still adjusting to just coming to terms that I'm pregnant. And then two, it's kind of hard to feel like I can really just go full on mom mode and start the nursery and do all the things if I don't know the gender. Like I don't know what clothes to buy. I don't know what to invest in because I'm like, if it's a boy, it's gonna look like this. If it's a girl, it's gonna look like that. So it's really hard. I've had a couple of people ask like, what do you want a specific gender? And I actually don't. Christian and I don't really care what we have. We just want it to be a healthy baby. but I feel like I'm having a girl, so I feel like I'm leaning on wanting a girl, only because I really feel like that's what I'm having in my belly. When I pray over the baby, when I think about the baby, I feel like it's a girl, and so my heart's just like leaning on a girl. But I honestly would be so happy to find out it's a boy. Like, I can't wait to just find out, period, what I'm having, so that I can officially put a gender to the baby. So I know every single mama is going to do things differently and have her own things that give her peace. Some women are going to have home births, some women are going to go have births at the hospital. But Christian and I felt like we wanted to go to a birthing center. So birthing center is a mix between like a hospital and a home birth. I don't want to have a baby at my house. There's so many things about that I just don't feel peace about. And I didn't feel peace about going to a hospital either. Yeah, I just felt my peace on a birthing center, because I was like, I want the safety of both, where you have the hospital and you also have like the home birth experience mixed together in one. That to me brings me all the peace in the world. And so we chose to do that, which means that our birthing center is a 40-minute drive from where we live. I know, the thoughts of having a baby in the car have already crossed my mind, and if that happens, I'm ready for it. Call me crazy, but I'm ready for it. Obviously, you have to consider that when you decide to go somewhere that's 40 minutes away. Whew! During my first trimester, I didn't experience any real symptom. I had nausea for about 1 week, and it only went away because I started to notice a pattern that if I was going a long time without eating, I would feel really nauseous. So I was like, oh, there we go. I just have to kind of consistently snack throughout the day and I'll be good. And then I didn't feel nausea at all for the rest of my first trimester. The other weird thing is that I had a huge aversion to coffee. The smell of it, I could not do. The taste of it, I couldn't do. There was even a moment Starbucks was releasing their holiday drinks and they just literally post Instagram like slides of like their coffee. I'm not even being dramatic. I literally would scroll through that photo and had to swipe through immediately because it was so gross to me, the idea of just looking at black coffee. Just brown coffee, anything. Milky coffee. It was all gross to me. The only real symptom that I had that messed with my mental health and was challenging me was exhaustion. I was not expecting it to hit the way that it did. I'm a Mexican girl, and if you are at all Hispanic and were raised in a Hispanic home, they have their ways of what hard work in America looks like, and rest is not one of those things. Naps were considered like lazy. And so this first trimester, I would have breakdowns where I could feel my mind saying, you need to sleep. And I would bawl because I felt so much shame. At first, I felt like if I was going to take a nap, every chore that had to get done needed to be done so that I could validate why I could sleep. And it took a lot of surrender. I had to really pray to the Lord. I would talk about it with a couple of people, and every single one of them was like, Christina, you're growing a baby. You need to give yourself rest. And my sweet husband was the absolute greatest throughout the whole process. He's always been amazing. Our whole marriage, he's always been so kind. But he would literally stop me, like look me dead in the eyes and be like, Christina, you need to lay down. And then eventually it just kind of clicked. I think after writing it out with God and having God just kind of validate me a little bit, I was able to kind of lean into it a little more. And now almost every single day, if I'm not working, I take a nap. The breakthrough I've had to just sleep and give myself the grace to sleep has been so beautiful. I have not felt more proud of my body and proud of myself for giving my body space to rest. And even the idea, like the shame feeling I would have to just tell people I was napping or to admit that I took a nap, now that shame doesn't even faze me. I'm aware that when you get pregnant, your body grows, but I feel like what I wasn't expecting was my insecurities to come through so hard over the topic. Similarly to having so much shame around rest was the same shame that I was carrying over my body changing. I've always been a really small girl, but very quickly my jeans stopped fitting. And I remember my mind just kind of taking a toll on me. my mind was thinking, oh, if your clothes doesn't fit, it's because you're gaining weight. Which I know that there's a lot of women who struggle with body image. And trust me, I'm not trying to shame anyone's body. I'm not trying to shame where anyone's at in their health journey. But I was really, really carrying just a lot of shame over my body changing as fast as it did. Especially because you read all the apps and all the articles that say that like first time moms don't really show until like 16, 20 weeks. And I was, 12 weeks already not fitting in my jeans. And I honestly can't tell you if it really was my belly and my baby bump or if it really was just me gaining weight. I don't think it matters as much as the shame that I gave myself matters. And to throw more into the mix, I already naturally have constipation issues. And so like this is before baby. And so definitely in my first trimester, especially after starting my prenatals have a lot of iron in them. And I've heard that iron actually can constipate you. It was really causing a lot of constipation in my first trimester and making me extra bloated. So then it got even more swirly in my head where I'm like, is it bloat? Is it weight gain? Or is it belly bump? I can't tell. And I was punishing myself. I didn't really want to show anyone my body. I was wearing a lot of oversized clothing. I was embarrassed about anyone saying that they could see a baby bump because it made me feel embarrassed that it wasn't a baby bump. Again, my sweet husband would just continue to validate like how much he loved me and how much he loved my body and how excited he was to see my belly grow and all these things, but it didn't matter what he said. I felt like I was so ashamed to show him my body. Like I didn't want him to see me. And I know it sounds so intense and it might be triggering you. I'm like, it's really sad that I was even talking to myself this way, but I'm just being honest about how I was dealing with things. It was really, really hard. The moment that changed for me was I was watching a pregnancy update video, and I remember watching a clip that week of like my baby's fingernails growing, and I had to just sit there and really let the idea of a baby growing inside of my womb settle in. Girls, it convicted me hard. I was mean to my body over rest. I was mean to my body over what it looked like, and I'm like, Steen, it is time to be kind to your body. It is time to be nice. It is time to respect your body because you're being absolutely mean to it. And that's what I'm doing. I feel like I've really challenged myself to correct myself in certain areas. Again, I'm still working on it. There are times where I slip up. And so I'm just taking it day by day, being kinder to myself, leaning in, and giving myself the grace to be where I'm at. There have been a couple of products that I have been consistently using so far throughout my pregnancy. The first one has been the Ritual Essential for Women Prenatal. This has been really helpful for me. You have to take it on an empty stomach. And the only downside to it is that you do randomly have like fishy burps. I also heard that like a lot of prenatals are that way, but no stinky farts, I will tell you that. Another item that I think has been helping my bloat, which has been really, really good, magnesium. Butternut sprouts. This was the one that was recommended by the midwife that I love. Shout out Michelle. She recommended that I got this and that I took it every day, and it has helped me a ton with my bloating. I really have felt like it's starting to really make a difference. And then this last one is the most exciting. Before I ever got pregnant, I started following this brand because I told myself, one, their aesthetic is so cute, and two, one day I want to be able to have their products because they're just so aesthetic. And it is the Nema brand products. So far, I just have this one, and it's very, very nice. It is like an oil for stretch mark. It's stretch mark therapy. I'm taking it now, even though I don't have like a giant belly, but it's supposed to help prevent stretch marks, and it's supposed to help with stretch marks. Look how cute the brand is though. Look how cute the aesthetic. Follow them on Instagram. They're so, so cute. I actually have a code for this one for all of the products if you actually wanted to like look up nema.com and like see their stuff. And they also are pro every skin type. So like if you are really pale or really dark, all of their products very much cater to every color type. Thanks for sticking around. I feel like this was a little bit all over the place, but it's okay. This is like my little podcast with you. Please feel free to like this video if you felt connected in any sort of way, and definitely feel free to comment and also fill me in on how you're experiencing your pregnancy. If you want to be pregnant, if you plan on getting pregnant, Just let me know all the things. I would love to know. And make sure to subscribe as well if you want to eventually follow along and just be moms together. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye!